Hi, thank you for tuning into this week's Hot Property Online. We've got a great show, great segments. Ask the Agent. We're going to talk to a couple of our top agents in the office. Highlights from the Toronto Challenge. It was a great turnout, over 2,000 participants, and we'll show some highlights from that. Also, Mortgage Mailbag. Always some great questions from our viewers, so enjoy the show. Thank you for tuning in. We're here with Nuno Mano. I assume because we were watching the Polish game. Is that Mano a Polish name?
No, it's Portuguese.
Oh, and how do you think they're going to fare in this? Is this the Euro Cup or the World Cup?
This is their Euro Cup.
And how are they going to fare?
They're probably going to win it.
They tied Iceland, so that shows you how he's talking with his heart here. I'm going to ask you a serious mortgage question. You're talking to clients today. What is the biggest hurdle you have in dealing, not with clients, but with our lenders when your clients are calling in? Is it self-employed? Is it people trying to buy in this crazy market and they're buying for overpriced? Like, what's the biggest hurdle you have?
I think the price is a major hurdle that we run into very often, just because people call in, they're not really sure what they want to buy. Obviously, everyone wants to keep their costs low, but in reality, based on how the market's going and how prices are going, they have to up their budget, and we are constantly having different conversations about different pricing and different amounts that we're kind of looking at and different segments that we're looking at in terms of the actual price that they're actually going to end up paying at the end of the day. So that's one of the hurdle. Obviously, self-employed is another hurdle that we run into a lot. Being self-employed, more documentation I find in this marketplace that we require more than ever in comparison to the past.
Hi, welcome to this week's Hot Property Online. Thank you for tuning into the Monster Mortgage Mailbag. We pulled out two questions. They're great questions from our viewers. First one, looking to buy a house. Should I accept the vendor's inspection report that's already been pre-done? You have no choice. Today's market, you can't say no, put in a condition, or I want to do my own. You have no choice. So should you look through when it's sitting on the table? I guess. I mean, I would. Is there going to be probably a bad inspection report on that table? Most likely not. I mean, they're not going to put an inspection report that's going to tell you how bad the house is. But you have no choice in today's market. If you're buying in the GTA, you have to accept that because you can't put in a condition of it. So great question. I understand why you're asking it. You can't do anything about it. So yes, you have to accept it, and that's it, and hope that it's an honest and good inspection report. Most of them probably are, but you've got no recourse other than to accept it. So thank you for that question. It was a very good one. Second one. I recently missed my renewal date. I was away and ended up getting locked into the mortgage. And I guess the question was, can I do anything about it? And the answer is no. I mean, sorry, both of these answers are kind of negative, but it's just the reality of today's world. Now, I'll give you a little secret of why these banks are doing it. They typically reach out 6 months in advance to see if they can lock you in ahead of time because they don't, you're going to be a free agent in 6 months. So they really push at the 6, 5, 4, and 3 month mark. Kind of in the last month, they don't really hear from them too much because at that point, they've either lost you early on, you've gone elsewhere, or maybe you don't care about it. And what they do now is they end up locking you into a closed term. In the old days, they would lock you into a 6 month open term. So even if you missed your renewal date, you'd have time to exploring other options to other banks, and now they say, the second you miss it, you go into a 6-month, 1-year close term. Most of the banks are doing now. So you're locked in. You have a huge penalty to get out. So you typically will find that you're not going to get a lot of phone calls in the last couple of weeks from your bank. If they haven't heard from you in the first, 6 months, 5 months, 4 months out, they're probably not going to call you in the last couple of weeks, and kind of hope that you do lock in, because A, they're going to be at a much higher interest rate that they'd have to than what they would normally offer you, and B, you're not going anywhere. So fortunately, locked in, you can't do anything until the upcoming term. So make sure next time you have your mortgage coming due that you get on it, at the 6, 5, and 4 month mark. Okay. Thank you for those quick questions. Keep them coming. Thanks again.